Hi, I'm back. So before we start, today's date is 22nd of July 2025 and it's currently 1:22 a.m. Nigerian time. I don't really know the topic of today's video, but I just want to talk about, some certain things like why I haven't been consistently posting my videos. I won't lie, I've not really been busy or too occupied to make these videos, but I haven't been making them because I started asking myself if I was actually very comfortable sharing my story to people, people who I don't even know, people who I'm not seeing, because I really feel like the things I share, my journey, my experience, and what I'm learning is quite personal to me. They are not a secret, but it is my story, it is my journey, and is I don't know, to an essence it's kind of sensitive, and it has made me I kind of started actually doubting if I really, really wanted to start putting out um these kind of things out there. I will not say that I'm going to stop, and at the same time I'm not saying I'm going to continue. I know that the money, the monetization and all that is in it, but I just find myself asking myself if this is truly a type of content I want to put out, and I want people to actually see this thing and hear me talk about it. So I cannot say for now, and I don't really know for now, but I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and see what happens from there. If another thing else again I want to talk about in this video is recently, especially since last month, I actually started doing something. I started isolating myself a lot. I started keeping to myself more. I started, just being by myself. And in that moment of me being by myself and learning just to be by myself, that is not talking too much or calling people or talking about much of what is going on in my life. It's made me, I started reflecting on my own self. And if there is one thing I have learned in that period of doing that thing is I have learned not to always be too quick to react to some things that are going on in my life. You know, I always have this should I say habits where if I am being riled up by a situation or by a particular thing, I tend to burst out. I tend to I want to spread the emotions to everywhere and to everybody around me, and I want to make everybody know that okay, this is happening in my life. It's not bad though. It's not bad, you know, but I really feel like in my own case, I was not telling those things to solve the issue or to I was telling it because maybe I wanted pity or sympathy or something like that. But in that moment of isolating myself, I learned how to sit with things, to sit with something and calm down and just rethink that thing and probably find a solution or a way to deal with it. And do you know one thing I realized when I learned how to do that kind of a thing, to just sit with something, it got to a point that thing was not disturbing me anymore. Because I really feel like before I would try to run away. I would try to run away from that particular thing. But this time around I try to just sit with that particular thing. I try to be like, okay, this is happening, this is happening. What will I do from here? What is my next step from here. I'm not going to say that, oh, it happened instantly. No, it took time. It took a whole lot of time. And I also noticed that the moment I started sitting with something and I have dealt with it internally, when I'm now telling another person about this particular thing, I am not coming from a place of sadness. Like, I'll just be like, something like this happened, because it just doesn't hurt like you used to. If that thing just happened immediately, and I want to tell the whole world, I want to, you know, I don't know if somebody understand what I'm trying to say. I am not saying that it's not good to share your problems with people, but at a point, I just asked myself, for how long will I continue to complain of something that I can't change? Or should I say, I am not ready to change? For how long will I continue to complain of that thing? How can I live with it? How can I survive this? How can I manage this? I think this is the right word. And it's really something I'm beginning to teach myself. And I don't know if I'll say it's the best approach towards handling some certain things, but I just feel like it gives me a certain form of peace to know that I am learning how to manage my emotions, especially in a time of chaos or confusion, and I'm not all over the place. It's something I'm trying to learn, and. But anyway, I think that is just it for now. Uh, the video is getting too long, and before I go, I need to say that it's 2 days to my birthday. That's on the 24th. That is next tomorrow, and you know, I don't know. I don't want to say anything until then, but let's just. I hope I'll be able to do a video on that day. I really hope. But anyway, thank you for watching. For the people who have subscribed, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and share. Okay, thank you. Bye.